1, 2, 3, 4.
What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of IEM Besties.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. Vanessa, give an explanation as to why you look like a tomato.
Do I? A sexy tomato? I was at the beach.
You can't even tell.
I was at the beach all day, guys, and I literally just got back.
Did you sleep like this?
No. Maybe the second nap. Yeah.
You did a little turnover?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Finish rostizándote?
Yeah, literally. I had a good time though. I really needed it. It was the first time I'd gotten like deep into the ocean in so long.
There wasn't like big waves?
Yeah, but like not like terrible, you know?
Deadly.
Yeah, like they were like doable, you know? Mm-hmm. It was really nice. Yeah.
I feel like I cannot be at the beach that long.
Really?
Like I could be there for a few hours, but I don't know if I could be there like
the way I was all
yeah,
day.
like sunrise to like sunset. Like,
yeah.
No.
It wasn't the plan, honestly. Like we got there too because we wanted to see the sunrise. We did. And then we had a nap. We literally napped. As soon as we saw sunrise, we were all like, all right, we're fucking tired. Let's take a nap. We took like a 2-hour nap. Literally.
Ezra too?
Yeah. Yeah. We all napped. And then we woke up and we're like, let's get breakfast. And we did. We got breakfast. And then we were like, okay, let's go back. You know, because we wanted to like swim and stuff. And we stopped by the liquor store. We got a bottle, got some drinks, some snacks. And we got back. Took a couple of shots. We listened to music. My sister took her like her little JBL speaker. And we were swimming and drinking, having a good time.
I just hate getting in cold water.
It was actually not cold.
Really?
Yeah, it feels really good.
Global warming.
Yeah, and we bought a paddle board.
Oh, how fun.
So we were like using that. Yeah, it was so fun. Ezra was like hunting crabs the whole time.
Aww.
Building castles and just like, you know, kid shit.
I want to go to the beach. But honestly, whenever I go to the beach here, I'm just disappointed because the Mexico beaches are just so elite that whenever I go over there, I'm like here in California, it just looks musty dusty. Because the water's all brown and shit. And also, I can't get over that video of like the sharks being like
close
2 feet away from you. Yeah.
Yeah, it did cross my mind, but I was like, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go.
Okay.
Like, what an amazing way to go, honestly.
Yeah, right. Your son watching you get mauled by a shark.
I'd be in the news. I'd be doing you a favor.
You're all for the attention.
The show would like pop off afterwards. Everybody would be like, oh my God, that girl.
Let's
go listen to the show. Like,
dude, I would mooch off your death. I'm sorry.
I would only hope so that you did. Like, or else my death would be in vain.
And then I would never be able to get another bestie.
Because I don't have like a 401k. Like, I have nothing to give. I have nothing to give. Like, this is all I'm giving you.
But to be fair, if that did happen, I would give some of this to your son.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice.
Because it's off of you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel bad, you know, he's motherless.
Then,
now.
damn, you're a good person for that.
Yeah, for sure.
You wouldn't have to.
For the children.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to help out Hugo because, you know what I mean? Like, can't just leave Ezra abandoned.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's okay, Ezra. You're going to college. I'm going to make sure of it.
We got you covered. Let me die first.
Do you ever think of that? Like, if I die, who's going to go to my funeral? Or like sometimes I kind of just just like in general.
Me.
Like sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I could die and like see, but like come back. Yeah, like just to see who would come to my funeral.
I'm pretty sure you would see. Like I'm a firm
in the afterlife.
I'm a firm believer that like, you know, I heard this quote that like you never die. Like you just like kind of you go from like a physical matter to just like a energetic matter.
Yeah.
But you're still, I don't know if here necessarily on Earth, but like we're still roaming somewhere in the fucking universe. Yeah. I'm a firm believer you'll be able to see like who's at your funeral and whatnot.
But I don't want to die and then like have to go to my funeral. Like, bitch, that's y'all's party. I'm not going to that. Like, if my spirit can roam anywhere, I'll be here in California. No way.
Where would you be?
I don't know, fucking Switzerland or someplace cool where I couldn't go before.
Yeah, where you're like, oh, finally.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, like, I really needed this vacation.
Like I needed them to like shut the fuck up. Who would you get upset if like certain people didn't show up?
Yeah, I have a list
of
people who like I told my friends, like if they show up, kick their bitch asses out and make a scene.
Oh. Would you mind sharing who? Family members?
Yeah, just like family members and like
fake
people that I'm like if you know I wasn't close to them, like
yeah, like why would you bother?
Yeah, like bitch, where are my
yeah,
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I also have people who are like they need to go into my like like delete all my like nudes and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah. I
could do that for you.
I'm down.
I would love to.
Just scroll through my
Yeah, just for fun. Imagine I make like an OnlyFans.
Imagine you.
Like,
you know what, baby girl?
I'm gonna check up for you.
If I'm gonna use you, you
we
go ahead
just
and
have
use
to.
me.
Yeah, we have to. Like they can't. Like they'd be. I'm pretty sure they'd be too good to go to waste.
I'm gonna leave some content then for you.
Yeah, we'd have like. It'd be unfair.
No,
for you to leave this world and not leave the people with something.
Something to look at.
Like you just have. We have to.
Isn't that crazy though? Like if you look at like old like porn magazines, like all those bitches are dead.
Oh wow, and I didn't even think about that.
You know what I mean? Like that's insane.
Yeah.
Like their nudes just live on forever.
Have you ever walked into a liquor store and there's like the porno like magazines and like the videos like on a little stand right there, like all casual?
Yeah, when I was younger, I think I used to be a little bit more curious about them because they're covered. Like you can see the women, and I'd be like, the fuck, like why is that? Like, because they would be like, you can't go in that section. I'd be like, why not? Like I didn't know you couldn't buy scratchers until I was like obviously until you're 18, but I didn't know that when I was like 10, because my cousin would send me to a store.
You were all 10, like, can I buy a scratcher?
Yeah, because my cousin would send me to a liquor store.
They were like, no, baby.
They would sell to me because they knew me. So then sometimes when like workers who weren't there, like I didn't know I wasn't allowed to, but they already knew me because it was like my parents had a restaurant like in a shopping center, and it was like in one corner, and then the liquor store was in the other corner, so they knew who we were. But sometimes when people would go like would work that they didn't know me personally, they'd be like, I can't sell to you, and I'd be like, the fuck, why not? And then that's when I found out you can't.
Did you ever win anything?
I think I won like $5, and then my cousin would win and like send me back and be like, oh, go get my prize.
Oh,
I was like always like I wanted to do what my older cousins wanted me to do. So she'd be like, oh, go buy scratchers, and I'd be like, okay, baby girl, anything for you, I'll do it.
Out of everything.
And that bitch is not invited to my funeral. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I'm talking about cousins, like older cousins, like wanting to do what they would tell you to do. I have this cousin who, may she rest in peace.
Oh.
Yeah, she passed away. But I have this one nice memory of her being in Mexicali, and she was dating a boy at the time who lived in Mexicali, and he had a younger brother, and I thought he was cute, and he thought I was cute, and then we were at the back of my grandma's house, and the little boy invited me to go to like the back. I guess he just wanted to like chit chat, and like I followed him, and when I got to the back, my cousin Lily was already there with his older brother, and they were just like hugging, and like look, you could see like the stars, and like they were just like, you know, just hugging and embracing each other, and then he pulled me like next to them, and he started like hugging me the way his brother was hugging my cousin Lily. And then I remember me and Lily just like at each other, and we were just like kind of like laughing, like you know, like a nice like,
yeah,
oh,
that is so cute.
Like this is cute, you know. And then the little boy was like, can I give you a kiss? And I hadn't never been kissed like in the lips before.
He was your first kiss?
No, I let him kiss my cheek.
Girl, ew, no.
I was like, ew.
So can I get a big hug? Nothing.
No. I was like, you can kiss my cheek, and he did. He kissed my cheek, and it's funny because I remember like going like this, like cringe, like I was a little girl. I went like this, like I looked up in the sky, and I was like in my cheek, and he was like, okay.
Oh, how old were you?
Maybe like 8.
What the fuck? You're
9.
all young as hell.
Yeah, I was a child.
He's all want a tongue. Want a French kiss?
I do not doubt that he probably knew how to do that.
Ew, that's cute though. I think that's a cousin thing. I did that with my now comadre, but it wasn't with her. She was dating a guy, and her best friend's baby daddy at the time. Well, I mean, he's still her baby daddy now, but he had a younger brother, and so I would go out with them, and then the younger brother would be like my date.
Your date.
And then I remember when he got a girlfriend, I was like, bitch.
Oh,
I never liked him though. No.
Oh,
I would just.
You're like, oh, who's gonna be my date now?
Yeah, I was like, where's this attention that I was getting? Where's it going?
I'm the odd one out now.
Exactly.
Oh, I hate that.
Damn, my first kiss was when I was 13.
Interesting.
I was kind of older. I was kind of a prude.
Hi, Ro. My first attempt to making out was so embarrassing.
Why?
I'm a late bloomer in every aspect. And freshman year in high school, this guy, like I had made out like in the childish way where you just kind of like not like deep tongue, you know what I mean? Like actually make out, you know? And then this guy was like walking me to class, and like we were like in the hallway hiding, and then you know, he wanted to make out where like when your mouth's like open, like, you know, you see in your head and it's like tongue like deep in your fucking throats and shit, literally like that. And I didn't know how to do that, but I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna have to learn. So just like
you're all learned by experience.
Yeah, exactly. So like I had my mouth open and like tilted my head, and he tilted his head to the other side. But tell me why the fuck we were just both there, like our mouths were touching with open, but like nobody was putting nobody's tongue in each other's mouth.
Have you ever seen Step Brothers?
Yeah.
The scene where the brother's wife goes into the restroom and she's like kissing him, but they're not doing anything. They're just like,
oh yeah. Literally, it was like that fucking vibe. And this man had the audacity to afterwards like look at me and chuckle and kind of insinuate like, whoa, like what was that about?
He's all Debbie Ryan you?
Literally, like no, he was like, what? Like he didn't say like outright like what was that about, but like I could tell like his chuckle and like he looked at me like what was that about? But it's like, sir, your mouth was wide open as well. You didn't not even stick your tongue in my mouth at all. You were giving absolutely nothing either. So for you to turn around and then kind of like put it on
judge
me,
you
exactly. It's like, bro, you were doing the exact same thing. Like you're the one that's supposed to be teaching me right now.
Was he your age or was he older?
I don't remember. Oh. Yeah, maybe he was my age. Maybe 1 year older, if anything.
You know what I hated about making out, like, when you were young? That you, like, wanted to be, like, sexy. So people would be, like, munching on your lip. You know what I mean? Like, sucking super hard. No one ever did that to you? Dude, one time this motherfucker literally bruised, like, like, purple. Left my, like, a hickey on my lip. And I was like, this is not doing what you think it's doing to me. And now my fucking lip hurts.
I don't remember ever doing that because, like I said, I was like a pretty late bloomer.
But freshman year is not that bad, honestly. Even in when I was 13, I was in 8th grade. And I lied to my like little boyfriend that I had. He's like, "Have you been kissed before?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, totally," because I was embarrassed. And I was like, "Yeah, totally." So like, I don't think it was like that, but I do remember being like all weird.
Dude, I don't remember ever kissing anyone that like bruised me, but I do remember this one time. I went to my cousin's kickback, and it was like a cousin's kickback back the day, like when I was like 15. We used to have like a lot of like cousin like get-togethers and stuff. And I had an older cousin, Panch, shout out to Panch, and I had just gotten back from like a little kickback, and I went to that one to hang out with my cousins, and my lips were like to what I remember, he made it seem like they were like a little red and like puffy, like puffy as fuck. And he was like, "What happened to your lips?" And I was like, you know, like a Debbie Ryan moment, like, "Oh, you know, this?" Literally,
it's
nothing, you know. And he was like, "Were you making out with someone?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was kissing my boyfriend." He's like, "You know what that means?" And I was like, "No, like, what does it mean?" And he was like, he's like, "It means he doesn't know how to kiss." And I was like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" He was like, "Yeah, like, when like your lips get fat like that, like it means like they were like biting too hard or like something, like that's not right." And I was like, "Oh." And like me like being all happy, like I finally like had like a boyfriend, like finally like making out and shit, and then like, you know, he hits me with that, and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, I hate that, like stuff like that like not influences you, but you're also like, man, did I not do it?
Yeah, you're young. You don't know. Yeah. I know he didn't have bad intention, but like obviously like I was caught off guard. Like I did not expect him to say that, you know?
That's funny. My first boyfriend was like, "Can I grab your pussy?" And I was like, "No." And I was 13. I remember we were like in the back of the school like making out. And then he was like, and I don't know why he said it like that. He was like, "Can I grab your pussy?" And I was like, "Who are you talking to?" And I was like, "My what?"
Did you feel anything though? Like when you're making out, did you feel like horny?
No, I didn't really think about stuff like that honestly until like sophomore year. Like even like weed and stuff. Like I knew people smoked even in middle school, but it was just not something that I feel like I was a late bloomer. Even in the sense of like playing with Barbies and stuff. I played with Barbies until I was like 11. So I was just like, I don't even know what my pussy is, girl. Like,
would it have been different if you said, "Can I touch your vagina?"
Maybe. I would have been like, okay. No, but I always thought like body hair was bad. And like obviously if I'm 13, you know, like I'm not like shaving or anything. So I was like, oh my gosh, no, like he's gonna get grossed out. Like I did think that. I think that's when I started becoming a little bit more self-conscious about things like that. And I was like, I guess he could grab it, but like it's not hairy.
Ready. Yeah,
it's
like not ready to go.
Yeah, like it just didn't feel right, obviously. And I was like, no. And then I was like, we're leaving. And he was an asshole. So
well, good thing you didn't let him.
Yeah, he wasn't an asshole. I mean, we were kids, but imagine I would have let him.
I want to share a story so fucking bad, but like it's not my place. It's not my story.
It's not your story.
Yeah, but it would have been so fucking funny to share it right now.
Juicy.
Like I'll share it on the Patreon. You guys, don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon. We share exclusive juicy stories on there and we have a great time. So click the link down below, subscribe to our Patreon, and become an exclusive bestie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna start telling other people's stories. That's genius.
I'm honestly gonna do that like all the time.
There's a clicking noise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have anxiety.
She's like, I want to leave.
No, I just like need to fidget. I need to get a fidget spinner.
My thing that I do that I'm trying not to do is like I watch back the videos sometimes and I'm like constantly like digging into my nails. Like I won't have nothing and I'm just like
I love doing that, but I do it like this.
I'm like taking shit out from under my nails and I'm like looking and like trying to find something that's not there and just kind of like fidget with my nails and then I look back and I'm like, oh my god, people probably think like Vanessa's a dirty ass bitch, like always cleaning shit from out under her nails and like just being messy. Like literally, like
lávate las manos.
literally, and I'm like, fuck, like
no,
it's
but
just one
actually,
of those things that I do.
I get that because when I wash my hands, I'm like, oh man, all the dirt's gone. Like I have nothing to take out now.
Or like when you scratch your head and you have a little bit of caspa and you take it out from
yeah,
your nail, you're like,
oh,
ooh, yes. Like this is like
we need to be put on medication.
One of the satisfying feelings. You know what else is a satisfying feeling for me? Like yawning feels nice.
Sneezing, but like a really good like sneeze.
I love when I sneeze like 3 times in a row. Like it just doesn't stop.
And you're like, ooh, come in. Like, do you sneeze so cute?
I don't think I sneeze ugly. I wouldn't call it cute though.
Oh, okay.
I think just like whatever, you know.
Oh, okay. I sneeze terrible. I'm like, true. Like a man.
Really?
Yeah. And it's so uncontrollable.
Why? Really?
It's just
really
the way I sneeze.
Is it really
I hate bitches that are like, achoo. I'm like,
is it really uncontrollable?
Yeah. I mean, how am I going to control how I sneeze? How would you do that?
I feel like I can control it. I feel like I can make it like less loud or like loud if I wanted to, or you know, my tone. I feel like I
your tone of sneezing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you really can't control it.
I feel like that would just take out the satisfaction for me. Like if I'm focusing that hard on not sneezing ugly.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care that much. Actually, I don't care at all.
Okay.
But when I hear other girls sneezing, I'm like, why do you sneeze like that? And I sneeze like this.
You should control it.
That's when I'm like, maybe I'm like not a cute little girl like I thought I was. But also, I'm like, I don't want to think too hard about it. Like, I just want to sneeze. I just want to get that open airway.
What's a satisfying feeling for you?
I don't think this is for everyone. I like the burning hot water on my skin. Okay. Like when I'm in the shower, like that always, right when it hits my scalp too. Like I need it to be like, okay. Like, wow. Like if I put my hand in there and it kind of burns me, I'm like, okay, perfect.
Oh, wow.
I hate like tibia, like agua tibia.
Oh, that's crazy.
Or cold. I'm not going to do it. I've been saying I'm going to do like a cold plunge for months, and I have like I bought like a thingy so I could do it, and I cannot stand cold water.
Oh, wow. Like
at all. Even drinking it, I don't really like it.
So, I mean, drinking it, I see. It's good for you to not drink cold water as it is, but cold plunges are good for you.
I know. Or even like when I ice my face, I'm like, fuck, I hate this. I hate the feeling of being cold, but I also hate the feeling of being hot.
Okay.
There's just no in between. But let me see. Something else. Oh, I like letting my ponytail down at the end of the night.
Yes.
Yeah. That's the most.
Okay. Or like when your eye's itching and you like squeeze your eye in.
Yes.
Oh my God. I could moan right now. Like, just thinking about that.
Do it.
That's the fakest one ever.
That's how her sneezes sound.
Literally.
That's you controlling your sneezes.
I think I made a list one time
of things you like that are satisfying to you.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me see.
Putting lotion on is really satisfying to me. Flossing. Oh my God, I love flossing. Let me think. I love waking up in the morning and not feeling tired, which is really rare. So that's a satisfying feeling.
Scratching an itch.
That one's not that satisfying, only because whenever I scratch, I just want to keep scratching forever. Like there's no end to my itch. If I keep scratching, it's gonna itch forever.
Like, so like if you have an itch on your back and you scratch it, like
You know, I don't really get itches on my back. And I despise when people ask me to scratch their back. Like, I hate it. I'll do it, but I don't like it. Especially under the shirt. I think it's disgusting. Like, I don't want your dead skin cells under my... Like, I want my dead skin cells under my fingernails, but not yours. And that's how I feel about that.
It's a hard pill to swallow for me.
Why?
I was about to ask you.
Hell no, never. Don't ever ask me.
I'm playing.
I almost would equate that to the feeling I get when people like touch me with their feet. Like, I hate it.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah. And I hate when my mom's like, rascame la espalda. And I'm like, do I have to?
I'm like, you don't have like a back scratcher or something?
No, I used to give my mom back scratchers like as gifts.
Oh.
So she wouldn't ask me to scratch her. I love those though. You know what? That's a really satisfying feeling. Like the back scratcher ones.
The like vibrating massagers are really nice too.
Oh, like the
ones you hold, yeah.
Yeah.
Like put on your back or like your head or
cool.
those things that like they're like little.
Oh my God, the
little, I don't know,
like the
fuck
spider,
yeah, and they
daddy long legs kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
Damn, I haven't used one of those in a long time.
That feels fucking amazing.
Eating delicious food is really satisfying.
When you suck on somebody's tongue, that feels so good.
Ew.
No, like it actually feels really good.
I like going like this,
and not just because I'm horny, but like
right now, right this moment.
No, just like when I do it.
I like this.
So you don't suck on anybody's tongue?
Oh yeah, I do. But like I like this feeling better than the sucking one.
Really? Oh, dude, when I'm like, it's so like, you know, just into it, like you're getting down, like sucking tongue. I don't know why. I saw this meme where it's like, you must be sick if you suck somebody's tongue. And like I saw somebody reply with like a meme of like a monkey. The oxygen thing. I was like, me?
How is that sick? People are so like,
honestly, like, oh my God, like the things that people were like complain about like things that people do during sex. It's like, yo, like everything goes. Like when you're horny, like
100%.
Just explore, be curious, try new things.
Yeah. Like let the shame come later.
Literally, or not at all. Like,
it's not even shame. It's just more of like, damn, I asked for that. Like sometimes I would, you know what I mean? Like, and then I'll do something and then I'm like after I'll be thinking about it. I'm like, why did that even pop into my brain? Like, I feel like during sex, the most random things are like, yeah, this is going to be good. And then you do it in like later.
You know what I want to try?
Before we continue with the rest of the episode, we're going to take a brief break to shout out our sponsors at Manscaped. Ladies, we all know it's hot girl summer, but what kind of summer is your man having? If your man isn't participating in smooth sack summer, then what is he doing? When you're playing in summer sun, make sure he's scaped from pubes to bum. That's right, this summer to keep his balls cool while still looking hot with Manscaped. The leader in below the waist grooming is making sure we all have a ball this summer by giving our pants partners everything they need to stay fresh. Dive headfirst into smooth sack summer by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie, it's happened to me once or twice when I go to the beach and I forget to, clean up down there, and I'd be like this the whole time. So don't be like me, baby girl. The Manscaped Performance Package 4.0 has everything you need to prepare that summer bod. When you're gifting it to your man or using it on your bikini line, let's keep your bush tame with the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer. Their package also includes the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, Crop Preserver ball deodorant, Crop Reviver toner, performance boxer briefs, and a travel bag to hold your goodies. Their Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 has a 7K RPM motor, a new multifunction on and off switch that can engage a travel lock, and gives you the ability to turn the 4K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. Like, little microscope, a little... Did I mention this trimmer is waterproof too? Beach, lake, or shower, this razor will devour even the strongest pubes. So no motherfucking excuses this summer, all right? Trim your shit. Now that you have the perfect haircut, use Manscaped's liquid formulations to keep that freshness even at the hottest barbecues. Most importantly, use the Crop Preserver ball deodorant to stay cool in the heat.
With its soothing aloe vera formula, it's the best in the business for below-the-waist freshness. And this clear drying formula will keep you looking good while smelling good. Manscaped even threw in 2 free gifts to their Performance Package 4.0. The Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag will bring your comfort to another level. If you're not taking your man to get a pedicure, then he needs the Shears 2.0, a luxury nail grooming kit. This kit includes stainless steel nail cutters, tweezers, and grooming scissors. With the Performance Package, his sacks will be smoother than beach balls, but make sure you cover the rest with the Shears 2.0. Ain't nobody want to see the dogs looking rusty this summer, okay? Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with the code BESTIES at manscaped.com. Hot girls everywhere agree it's smooth sack summer. Get your man on board before it ends. And we now return to your regular scheduled programming.
I saw like this TikTok about how I guess like eating food while having sex is like a thing. It's like a
Like strawberries and chocolate and stuff.
yeah, but people literally like will eat like
Spaghetti.
no, like literally like foods, like snacks, like heavy, like not like on some whipped cream shit.
Like some pollo empanizado.
Like literally like on some like actual meal type shit. Like people will actually like do the most.
How do you do that? And the motion, or it's just
It's I guess it's like the feeling of eating something delicious and orgasming or like getting pleasure and eating something is at the same time.
but a whole meal? Aren't you
Like
gonna get full?
like a piece of chicken or like even like some chips, like popcorn. Somebody mentioned popcorn. I was like, popcorn, like that's random.
I love popcorn.
Yeah, maybe you should try that then.
I feel like I'd be more inclined to try some fruits. I don't think I would want to eat a whole meal.
Yeah, I mean fruits, you know what I mean? Like fruits, whipped cream, like sauces, like shit like that. You know what I mean? Like
Well, that I had already like heard
you
of,
know
but
what
like
I mean?
a whole
No,
meal.
exactly. But that's what I'm saying. Like people actually are out here eating like whole ass like
They're all, hold on, let's stop at Lucille's before we have sex.
Like,
And they get a
yeah.
rack of ribs. And then just
Literally.
lay them out.
yeah.
Interesting.
I'm honestly curious. Like
Try it.
I would try it. I would
would
knock
honestly not.
I wouldn't knock it until I tried it. Just for the experience. Like I'm so young. Like I want to be like on my deathbed and think back on that moment and be like,
I did everything.
That was interesting.
I just, I don't like the feeling of like condiments on me. I'm so picky. I never realized till right now. Like,
And it always has to do with touch. I wonder why.
yeah, like I don't like right now this scratch that I got is bugging the shit. I hate this. Like I'm very upset that I scratched myself.
Oh.
Because I hate the feeling. I don't know. Maybe I have a weird thing with my skin. Because you know how like sometimes people are like your man has your hand on you like this and he's just kind of
don't
going
like
like
that
that.
either?
I hate that.
Oh my god.
Like the rubbing with the, for people who aren't watching, who are listening and not watching.
That
like,
motherfucker right there is not real.
like when they put their hand like somewhere and they're just like rubbing like over and over again the same spot with your thumb, like that drives me nuts.
And I think that's so sweet.
I'm literally like, dude, you're giving me a fucking rash. Like your skin
A
rubbing
rash?
against mine. Like it starts to feel like it's burning my skin.
Oh my goodness.
Unless it's over the pants. Just like don't touch my skin directly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like it's okay if it's like over the pants, but like if it's on my actual skin, I hate it.
Okay.
What's wrong with me?
I don't want to say that, but you said it.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, because even like with food, that's what the first thing I thought of. I'm like, ew, like I'm gonna get sticky.
There could be worse things wrong. I mean, I'm sure there's like way worse things that could be wrong with you, but like that's not like a bad thing to have. Like if that was like your red flag, like I'd be like,
That's
oh.
my only red flag. Dude.
I would be like,
I
that's
don't have any other ones.
I would be like, that's a beige flag. Actually, that's not really like a red one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really have any red
I
flags.
don't think you have any red flags.
I think I do.
What would be my red flag?
Did we mention our red flags?
I think we did one time. I couldn't think of any. I remember being
Think of
like,
one right now.
like in general,
Like a real one.
like okay, in general or like in relationships.
No. Well, yeah, in relationships.
Um,
Like, what would you say is your biggest red flag?
that I could be emotionally manipulative sometimes. I try not to. Like I will not try. Like I'm not anymore, but it could slip out sometimes.
Okay.
Like if I'm extremely frustrated or like impatient, I'll just say fuck it and do it.
Yeah,
I'll feel bad afterwards, but I'll do it.
You'll do it anyways.
Yeah. I'll ask for forgiveness later.
That's true. I feel like mine is that I'm just like rude. Like, yeah, I think I'm just a bitch. I can be rude sometimes. But only because, like, sometimes I just feel like it's the best option to my situations.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
this man is just so dumb. I have to say something fucked up.
Yeah.
But I'm also working on it. Like, I apologize now.
That's a big thing.
Yeah, like, I'll be like, you know what? That was really out of pocket. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm learning.
Yeah. Like, I shouldn't have said that, but you shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, like, the fact that you brought that reaction out of me is insane.
Telling on you.
Us being emotionally manipulated right now. It's just so easy.
And men are so dumb.
Dude, oh my gosh. Okay, so I watched the Barbie movie, speaking of dumb men. Because I had seen all over the news, like the right-wing news where they're like, oh, the Barbie movie is just like degrading men and like talking shit on men and feminism is at it again. And I watched the movie. I can see why they said it, but I also think that if you are just so sure in your masculinity, it's ridiculous to me that
it'd be just funny, like a joke. Like, they'll just laugh it off.
Yeah, like my little brother watched it with me, and he's kind of he's not sexist, but like he's a little machista.
Oh, some tendencies.
Not in a toxic way. Yeah.
He's unlearning. Mm-hmm.
It's just more of like stuff that I think personal preference is, I guess, you know what I mean? Like, he's very protective and not like in a toxic way. He's just like has some tendencies. But he was like, honestly, it was funny. Like, I thought, like, when I was watching, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel bad that like he's here watching it with me.
And it's like men have been like that way for centuries, and like women are now barely able to crack a joke about men, and it's so offensive.
Exactly.
Like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Just don't watch the movie.
Or just like, you can have an opinion about it, but you don't have to go to the extreme of fucking dropping it on the news.
No,
like, it's
literally.
not important. Like,
you're
there's a million things.
You're an anchor man, and that's what you're talking about.
And you know what? No hate to the anchors, because I know that they're under like directives, like what to talk about. Like, you know, they're not like a full control of like what they can say. So like, I know, like, I don't want to bash anchors either, because like I understand that probably is frustrating.
But I'm pretty sure, especially the way they were talking about it was them.
Like, they enjoyed it.
Nobody told them.
Like, it was like, can we talk about this?
Yeah, they're like, hold up, I got something to say.
We gotta add this to the roster. No, that's funny. No, I haven't seen it.
But it's pretty much like a spoiler if you guys haven't seen it. It's pretty much like Barbie Land is ran by women, and everything's perfect, and Ken is just some dude. So like, Ken's in love with Barbie, and Barbie doesn't give a shit about him, which I also want to talk about. But so then Barbie starts having like an existential crisis, because she's stereotypical Barbie. So Margot Robbie is stereotypical Barbie. That's her like Barbie role. And so she goes to the real world to find out why she's having all these like thoughts about death, and Ken follows her. So when Ken goes into and Barbie Land is ruled by women. So when he goes into the real world, he's like, oh my God, the patriarchy is the best. Like, men are in charge here. So he goes back to Barbie Land, and he tries to turn it into Ken World or something like that. And it's
that's enough. Don't say more, because I want to watch it.
No, and that's what I was going to say. Like, it's literally just about that. So I can see why everybody, like, all the men were mad, because it's literally about like knocking the patriarchy. But it's like, bro, like, just don't watch the movie. You're not even the target audience.
That's hilarious.
And it was just ridiculous to me that I saw like a bunch of people like crying about it. I was like, girl, like, really? Like they didn't have a 15-minute like scene in Oppenheimer of like Florence Pugh just getting banged. And like, that's okay. Like, putting women like that is okay. But like, us saying that like Barbie dolls, like Barbie Kens, are done. It just seemed ridiculous to me. But you should watch it. It's really good. And you don't cry because of mommy issues. I mean, I guess you do, but not really. Okay. I thought it was going to be a lot more emotional.
Okay.
Than I discovered it was. But it's really good, and it's really sweet. And I don't think it's for children, but supposedly it's for everyone.
It doesn't sound like a movie Ezra would like to watch.
No, 100% no. He would not like it.
Okay.
Because it has nothing to... I mean, I don't know how to... I mean, I don't want to spoil it like all the way, but yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Watch it. It's pretty
funny.
Good.
Men are funny. It's not all men. What do you say? What's the saying that you say?
Oh, it's not all men, but always a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny too, because in the movie they make it like Ken is like so obsessed with Barbie, and Barbie's like literally like it seems like she has the ick with him the entire time.
Oh wow.
Like even when he follows her to Barbie Land, he's like, bro, like you're literally just gonna hold me back. Like you're gonna make me waste time.
Oh wow.
And I was like, that's right, bitch. Tell him how it is.
Good for her.
No, literally. It was really sweet. It's a sweet movie.
Oh.
And I cried at the end.
I want to watch it.
Yeah, watch it. It's good. I'll watch it with you. I'll watch it again.
Okay. You know what I want to do too? I want to have one of those interviews like Bobbi.
Like awkward interviews?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it with somebody else.
I've been into it.
Don't do it with me.
Okay.
No, if you do it, I'm literally going to get up and leave right now because it's the worst. I honestly, like, I can watch them with others, but I'm not going to do that.
You cringe or what?
Yeah, that's just not for me. Like, bitch, I like it watching it, but if we're having a conversation and that's how you're responding to me, I'm literally going to get up and leave. I hate it. That's no, bitch. No, I'm not going to waste this time right now. No way. Not me. And I think it's funny too because they're always like, and I'm like, where do they go from there? Like, how does the conversation start up again?
And I think that's the beauty of it.
But I've never fully watched, like, I only watched the clips, so I actually don't know how the conversations go.
Put yourself in their shoes. What would you do? Instead of, like, if you couldn't walk away. And
I would get on my phone.
You can't just think on your feet and think of something random else to bring up.
I just don't like conversations that are, like, dead ends like that.
But that's the point. It's like, it's satire. You know what I mean? It's
No,
not for real.
I know. It's just not for me.
But like, even if you were just like to fuck around, like let's say, you know, you want to be an actress, right? We've talked about you wanting to be an actress, and like, let's say you're playing a role in a movie, you know what I mean? And it's improv, and that's the scene that you were given, and someone responds with like, yeah, and you just had to keep going.
I could keep it going.
Yeah,
like I could for sure keep it going.
No, I know you could because I've had conversations with you. Not that they are like that.
Y'all hear that?
Not that they're like that, but you just quick. You're witty. You know, you think you quick on your feet. You know, your conversations are great.
But internally, I'm literally like, I fucking hate you.
Oh.
Like internally, I despise when people do that to me.
Oh, okay.
So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll do it, but not willingly.
Okay.
So when it's done to me, I'm just kind of like, oh my God. Like in my head, I'm like, this fucking boring ass bitch. Can't fucking think of anything to say. And I'm just talking shit in my head.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's how it goes, baby girl.
I'm going to feel bad if I say yeah one time to you now.
Well, not here.
If I'm like in a convo and I'm like, yeah.
I know what?
Like if we're having a convo outside of here and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you do that on the phone and I just hang up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to call you later.
Yeah.
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 And that's fine. I literally don't care. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to keep myself in those. That's why I hate when I meet strangers and they're like that. Because I'm like, walk away, sir. Like, I would literally rather you walk away from this conversation than keep me in this uncomfortable position.
It's funny that you say that because that's my go-to when I don't want to talk to someone.
You just kind of like, yeah?
Yeah.
Why not just hang up?
No, I meant like out in public. Like when I'm meeting someone.
Oh.
Like you said, like when you met someone and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I'm not interested like in having a conversation with you, like I will keep it very short.
Yeah, I'm lying.
Until they get the point, and they'll most likely, a lot of times they'll just like, oh, they'll get the point and they'll just like walk away.
See, that would also make me uncomfortable. So I think maybe not. What I just said is a lie. Like, I would probably just keep the conversation going until the other person leaves. Because thinking of being like, yeah, and then the person, yeah, I would literally be like, so anyways, I would just think of something new to say because I can't. I don't know. I hate being uncomfortable in interactions. Not like in life scenarios, but like when I'm having an interaction with someone and they're just like weird, I'm like,
dude, I feel like it's very hard for me to feel uncomfortable in interactions, but I get uncomfortable when I'm interacting with men that I maybe find attractive. Strongly though. Like it has to be like borderline almost like crush, you know, for me to feel uncomfortable. Like not like a bad uncomfortable, but just like a where I go blank.
Like you're
so
shy.
Like stupid shy, and like I just feel like, bro, like it's annoying because my personality doesn't shine, you know, like I can flirt heavy with like someone that I find unattractive or like whatever, you know, like and it's like my natural like just personality comes out, you know, but then some guy that I think is like cute will come around and all of a sudden like I can't talk for shit. I hate that so much because like, bro, like I don't get that. Like, why am I like that? I hate it.
Know.
I hate it.
That's not me.
I know.
I just think it just in general, I can't shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like for the most part and even when like I've like before, like when I used to find like guys attractive, if anything, I feel like my like weird shit, like the weird stuff I say comes out even more. And I'm like, well, you know, if they like me after that, then they probably like me.
I do that too. Sometimes it comes like, I'll just say some like out of pocket shit.
Really?
Yeah.
I would love to say that.
Yeah. Maybe
Maybe
in Nashville.
one day.
Maybe in Nashville
Ooh, we're going to Nashville, guys.
next month.
And then
We're gonna kiss a cowboy
Vanessa's gonna ride a cowboy.
and kiss one. Maybe both at the same time.
Honestly, I'm excited to go because I want to go to a bar with. I mean, they have them here, but I want it authentic. I want to go to a bar with a mechanical bull, and then wear my little hats, and I'm gonna buy some cowgirl boots.
Oh, so my coworker was at Nashville last month, and I was talking about it, and I was like, oh, so like, because she went to like a couple different cities, and I was like, oh, so like people wear like cowgirl boots a lot or cowboy boots a lot over there, because like, you know, I'm looking into buying some right now. She was like, girl, no. She was like, I swear, like, barely any people were wearing cowboy boots, and I was like, really? And I was like, I thought that was like the whole MO over there. And she was like, no, like literally, like you're gonna feel out of place. Like if you wear boots, like people were like wearing like sneakers, like sandals. Yes.
What? Priscilla is always wearing boots.
Yeah.
And she's always at boot stores.
Yeah. Well, she was literally telling me, and she said she went to like the touristy areas and everything. She was there for 2 weeks. And she was like, dude, like, she was like, I was wearing my boots. She was like, because I love country, you know, she was like, that's just like my thing. So I was wearing them, like.
It's probably one of those things where like, if you wear them, like nobody judges you. Like, as opposed to like here, like if I walk into Stater Brothers and I'm in cowboy boots, they're going to be like, that girl's in cowboy
Double
boots.
take.
Yeah. And over there, it's just more of like, oh, okay, cowboy boots.
Yeah. No, I just thought that was interesting though.
Because that's what I thought Texas was going to be like. Like everybody was going to be in cowboy boots. But then my little brother went to Houston and he was like, everybody's in cowboy boots there. And I was like, okay. But I don't give a fuck. Fuck the Tennesseans. I'm going to wear cowgirl boots.
They're called Tennesseans?
I don't know. I just made it up right now. Probably. Sounds correct.
It does sound. I was going to say that. I was like,
I hate it because I feel like Californians, that's long. But also Oregonians sounds stupid.
That does sound.
Like Washingtonians, that's dumb.
That's a thing?
I think so.
Oh my God.
Georgians.
Who came up with that?
I actually don't know. I'm just spreading lies right now.
Oh God.
Spreading misinformation.
We've already gotten in trouble for this enough.
No, I've decided to accept it. I've just decided to accept that sometimes I lie. And if you believe
you guys should
me,
know this by now.
Yeah, like my friends, they wanted to watch Jack and Jill. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah, I have.
And then I was like, nah, I don't want to watch that. And then I was telling them like, oh, did you guys know Jake Gyllenhaal has a sister? And then they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh yeah, her name's Jill. And they're like, Jake and Jill. And I was like, yeah, her name's not Jill, actually.
And she did not clear it up either.
I did clear it up.
You should have.
But only because their reaction was so, like, they were so excited about it. And I was like, wait.
You were like, I can't.
Yeah, I think her name's Maggie.
I would have just
Maggie
let it
Gyllenhaal.
live. I would have not been able to break their hearts.
It's hilarious.
I would have been like, oh.
It's because lying to someone and then getting excited and then like bringing them down from that is hilarious. Only in like not relationship stuff, guys. But I do be lying.
And in lighthearted ways.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
extreme ways.
Not like in fucked up
like,
ways.
oh, I won the fucking like mega jackpot. Like we're finally like free of bills and worries, and then to like be like, oh, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a hard one.
Like one time I went to a restaurant and my cousin was ordering a burger and she was like, do you want mushrooms? And she told the waitress, she's like, you know what? I'm deathly allergic to mushrooms. And we were all like, no shit. And then the waitress left. She's like, no, I'm not. And I was like, and we overall, for some reason, that got us all excited.
Oh my goodness.
So lies like that, lies, little white lies that don't hurt anybody and entertain me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't you lie? But I think that's like my mom. My mom gave me that because she would be on the phone and then she'd be like, ahorita te marco porque viene un policía.
You know how many times you've said that in this podcast? Like, not trying to like.
For real?
Literally, you've mentioned that like at least 10 times now. Damn. I swear to God.
I need to start taking memory pills. There's no way.
Every time you say it, I'm like,
No way.
I swear
No
you have.
way.
I
No
swear
way.
you have.
Oh my
I
God.
swear it's not. It
Whatever.
happens.
I'll be telling stories again. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just so funny to me because like I think to myself like surely like this time, you know.
No, I've told you 1,000
no.
times. Don't ever say, "Do you remember?" Because
No, yeah,
I don't.
No, you're right.
And I think it's time people start to realize it.
Yeah, you too.
I already do. I'm just like, okay, well, if you're gonna hear it again, hear it again. Sometimes
Yeah,
my friend
hear
just
it
let me go
again.
off again.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean I don't mind it. I love that story. I love like lying.
Damn,
stories.
I swear to Jesus Christ, I don't have a single memory of me ever
Really?
mentioning that. Like, not one.
Every time you say it, I add another line to like my mental like note of you saying it.
Someone go back and do
like
a
little
montage,
collage, please.
because I bet you $1,000 right now I will be telling this story again.
Yeah,
Like
she
I'm gonna
will.
forget.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I think we just lie a lot and we just love to like
No,
explain why, you know.
justify.
Just to
I just try to
justify we're
justify
liars.
myself. No,
No,
I think
'cause
my
I-
brain just like has decided to erase the non-important, like that, not the essential things of my
and
day.
that's like a true thing. You
Yeah?
know what yeah, it's like a fact, a scientific fact. Like your brain will delete anything that it doesn't find useful, any information that you say, that you think, that you do, like, and it's
but
not
clearly
useful
this
for
is
you.
useful if I'm repeating it like 1,000 times.
Y-
But I think I just forget that I say it.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know where I got my lying from. Surely from my parents. I know they'd be lying.
Do you ever wonder how many times you've told the same story? Like now I'm thinking about that.
No.
I only tell it once.
No, I'm pretty sure I tell it more than once too. I don't know why that one just sticks to me because it's like your mom. It's like the same. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Damn, that is insane. I'm honestly shocked because I don't remember that not one bit.
You're good though. It's a good story. It's hilarious to me.
It's a 2-second story.
It's dramatic. You know, she's like, "Oh my god, the cups," and then like they're not there.
That's crazy.
Somebody asked us last time, guys, when we filmed, to share a little bit about ourselves, like for new viewers. So that is definitely one fun fact about Stephanie and I. I don't know if it's a Leo thing, but we definitely do be lying. White lies, I will add. Not anything to like hurt people, but we do be lying like for unnecessary shit.
Or in malicious ways.
Depends on the situation.
Okay, I don't like for malicious reasons.
Mostly white lies. You know that it's like when you say it and you think immediately like, why did I say that? That was so unnecessary.
I can't say that though. I only say white lies. Like
same, 100%.
Like I'm also the kind of person like if you invite me somewhere and you're like, and I don't want to go, I'm just gonna say I don't want to go. Like I'm not gonna waste my time making up an excuse because that just takes too long.
Yeah.
Unless I really care about you, in which case I will.
Yeah.
I will lie, but to not hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But sometimes people just can't say no, like don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
And then that's when I'm like, okay, I guess I just
it's
have to make
hard
something
to
up.
say no to people and not give an explanation for people that like aren't used to like self-soothing, if that makes sense. Like people that need an explanation, and it's like no one owes you an explanation. Like like no is a complete sentence, you know, like if you say no, like it's just no. You don't need to know why, it's just no. You know what I mean?
I think it's just more like ego. Like their ego gets like, you don't want to hang out with me.
And we've all, you know, been there, you know, because I feel like for sure I resonate with me. I used to be that way. Like if someone didn't give me an explanation, like I would get butthurt. Like I actually feel like that was one of the things that I was like my red flag in friendships with Valerie, my only friend, literally. Well, at the time, I have my friends now, but at the time when Val was like my only friend, like I remember she would like not be able to hang out because she was with her boyfriend or whatever, you know, like with her family, just in general. And I would literally go off on her in text, like not disrespectfully, but I would just be like, you don't care about me, like you don't ever, like, you know, if she would say no, I would be like, she could be like, oh, I can't go because like I have plans with my family, like we're gonna go get dinner, and I would be like, well, why can't you just cancel, like you're with them all the time. Like I would say shit like that. Like I'd be like I haven't seen you in like over a month, like why can't you just go get dinner with them another day? And it's like, well, bitch, like that's her family, you know, like she wants to get dinner with her family, like she already had plans to go to get dinner with her family, and like yeah, maybe she doesn't see you often, but that doesn't mean that you just automatically get to tell that to someone, like, and like make someone cancel their plans just to go hang out with you. Like, if they don't want to do that, they're not going to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's valid to get upset about it, but it's not valid to like come at someone like that and be like, well, why don't you just, you know what I mean? Like, it's not cool.
You know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever gone off on a friend like that.
Yeah.
I always felt like I didn't have the right to talk to my friends like that. Like, I was like, okay, my boyfriends, yeah, but like for some reason I felt like I couldn't talk to my friends like that. And I didn't even notice that. I didn't know people even did that until I started talking to my cousins, and they would tell me like, oh yeah, I fought with my friend. And I'd be like, why? I'd be like, oh, it's just being a bad friend. And me, I'm like, well, if you're being a bad friend, I'm just gonna keep it in my head and like not direct that. Because to me it was like, oh well, that's just like, that's a couple thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I don't think I ever went off on anyone like that.
Interesting.
Because like, well, I did once, but they were really being bad friends, to be fair. And I really cared about this person, so I didn't want to like lose that friendship. But afterwards I was like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, that was weird. And it was embarrassing, and I regret it because they weren't even worth it.
She said what she said.
I said what I said, and you know who you are. They don't know who they are.
They're not watching this.
Actually, they probably do, but they don't know who they are.
That's hilarious. What else is another little fun fact about us? If we have any new viewers, something that you feel like people should know about you.
Really loud.
Okay.
I think that's essential to know about me. I have curly hair. If you're not watching, you're listening.
It's her natural hair, guys.
This is natural. I do hate when people are like, did you curl it? I'm like, bitch, you think
I
would curl it?
Did you get a perm?
Do you think I would curl it and have it look like this? Like, get a clue. I have 2 brothers. I have a mother. I had a father. What else? That's good enough, I think.
Yeah. And a beautiful niece.
Oh my God. Actually, shout out to my niece. She told me she wanted a shout out on this podcast. So shout out to you, baby girl. I love you more than I've ever loved anything on this entire planet.
Sophie, like,
yeah, because I was like, oh, I'm going to the podcast, and my sister-in-law was like, give her a shout out.
Oh.
And I was like, okay.
Oh, sweet.
And I was like, only to make sure that you actually watch it and support me. I don't think she does.
She'll watch it back one day, surely.
Imagine. That is so cute.
Yeah, so try to give her a little like advice here and there often.
That is so embarrassing, because then when she's older, she's gonna be like, tell her friends like, oh my God, my madrina was on this podcast, want to hear what she's saying, and I'm over here saying like super out of pocket stuff.
Imagine you're like, I don't stand by that anymore. Imagine you like grow up and you're just like, but do you ever think, I had that thought one day, like, oh my God, what if like one day I'm like 50 and like I'm watching back on this and I'm like, I was so fucking retarded. Like, why the fuck did I do that?
Oh, probably. Like, I do that now to like 20-year-old me, and it was like not that long ago.
Yeah, I had like, I'm not gonna lie, the thought crosses my mind, but I don't think I would ever would, to be honest.
Because sometimes I'm editing and I'm like, dude, I'm so stupid. I'm like, why
you're like,
that?
Let me cut that out.
Actually, the power of editing, I love it now, because I'm like, so I don't like this, I'm gonna cut it out.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I'd be thinking that sometimes, but
you know what okay, no hate to anyone, but I don't want to become like a church lady.
That's so random.
Like when I'm old, because I'm like,
why would
really?
You say that?
Because I want to do so many things that I find fulfillment elsewhere.
But you're saying it as if like everyone automatically becomes a church lady when they're old.
I just tend to see more older ladies in church.
Oh, okay.
Than anything else. Not necessarily like, it happens, but I just see it
But babe, like you're not even going down that path. Like the odds of that happening to you are like close to 0.
I know, but one time my friend's mom prayed to my head, and she said, and I got lightheaded, so I felt like a weird thing.
Like she possessed you with that, like that.
She was just like praying, and then she was like, ahorita no, pero algún día vas a venir a la iglesia. And I was like, take back whatever you just said, whatever you just did to me, because I don't want that.
Damn, so it's been living, dude, and maybe because it's like heavy in your brain, it's gonna happen. You're
I know,
like manifesting
that's what I'm saying. Because I want to keep dressing slutty forever.
Imagine
I don't care
you
if
being
I'm
an old lady, like dressing slutty to church.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm going to dress slutty because God loves everyone and I'm going to get judged. And I just don't want that.
Jesus wouldn't want that either.
I know. Jesus only wore a robe, dude. Like,
and he didn't judge anyone.
That's true. It was a Christian church, so they don't care about Jesus that much. I mean, they do, but like, they don't.
No,
praise...
they do. They do. It's.
I thought they didn't praise images.
Yeah, but Jesus is not like one of the images. Those are like santos. But Christians.
Oh, they don't praise santos.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Jesus is not a santo?
He's part of the Holy Trinity. So
I just saw this video of this girl where she was saying that she doesn't understand how people don't understand they them I actually don't know.
They don't understand what? I'm sorry. I didn't follow.
The they them pronouns.
Oh.
I don't know if she's a she actually. I do want to clarify that.
Okay.
And she's like, "Oh, how do you not understand it when God is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? Like he's the original non-binary."
I saw that headline. I don't know if it's fake. Where Demi Lovato went back to like she her because she got tired of like explaining the pronouns to people. She's like, that's just fucking hard.
Oh my God, I bet. It's really not that hard.
Is it? I don't even know it. I'm uncultured.
It's like if I was talking about you to Saul and I was like, yeah, and then they said...
I was thinking about it like that.
It's really not that difficult,
it doesn't
to be
sound
honest.
hard. No.
The other ones are questionable.
What other ones?
Like the Zay.
Zay?
Z.
I swear to God, I feel like new words drop every month.
I know, I'm sorry. It's not like it's just... I want to be inclusive. Those are just like, how the fuck? And I hate when they're like, oh, I'm not going to teach you. Like, then how am I going to learn? You need to do your own research. No, help me. No offense to anyone. I just think sometimes you guys do need to teach because we don't fucking know.
Yeah. Drop a comment, please, if you would like to educate us. We're very open to constructive criticism.
Yes. We're not. I cry behind the screen every time.
We delete comments over here. We won't delete that one, guys.
Like, there's a girl, I think she does, like, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where the line, like the limit is, because there's a girl on TikTok who does like explanations of all the pronouns. But one time I saw she did one of like frogs, like,
oh my God,
you know what I mean? Like, those are the ones where I'm like, why? Like, how does this even make sense in your head? How am I supposed to write a fucking essay like this? And I'm just a big lover of, literature. So I think it's weird when people, I don't mind adding, because obviously you can add words to the dictionary whenever the fuck you want. Well, not you, but like if it's used enough in society, it gets added to the dictionary.
I think sometimes I like think about like in general, like, and I feel like this applies to everyone, how everyone has so many attachments and labels. You know what I mean? Like these are just words, and like people hear certain words and they get like offended by them. Like that one saying like, oh, if someone curses you out in Spanish and you don't know Spanish, you're not going to be offended because you have no idea what the fuck they're saying. They're just words. But if they curse you out in English, you understand it, so you're going to get offended because you understand it, and it's like, I think about that a lot, about how people just like, you're just listening to things and we give like our power away and like just get upset over things like
nothing,
over anything, and not just like pronouns, like in general, like just like anything like this applies to anything, or even like attachments. Like people have strong attachments to like, I'm an artist, or I'm a musician, or I'm a podcaster, I'm an influencer, I'm this, I'm that,
like to the title.
And then maybe some things don't go their way. Maybe they don't get a brand deal, maybe they don't get a gig, or maybe they don't get this, and then they're like spiraling because they have attached themselves so strongly to this word. And it's really like, you're not that. Like, maybe it's something that could be used to describe you, but don't attach yourself so strongly because it causes suffering. Like, you're just a person learning, you have incredible like talents and things like that, but it's not, you're not that, does that make sense?
Like, you're your own person aside of the title that you're giving yourself.
Like the labels and the attachments, like you're like, I feel like people use those to like explain like who they are. Like, I hate that question of like, tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, I never know what to say, but then again, like, why do I have to say anything? Like, I just want to exist. Like, I just want to fucking live every day and do whatever the fuck and not have to label myself as anything. Like, I'm just a person on this fucking floating rock.
I kind of like it though. I like labels because, I mean, they're not who you are, but they give an insight.
Yeah. No, and like of course, like I understand that. I think it's the attachment. You know what I mean? Like when people get like distraught over not, you know, like I see it happen all the time.
Yeah. I get it. I have a little cousin. Shout out to Kayla. And she tells me, she's like, I hate that. Like my grandma says, like, oh, she wants to be a model. She's like, I'm a model.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's true and that's fair. And I think it's more of like, this is who I am, and I want you to acknowledge me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's just more of that, like, recognition, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It's a kind of like when someone introduces you, like, oh, like, this is my... Like, I just saw a video of a guy who introduced, like, his girlfriend as his friend as a joke. And she's like, I'm not your fucking friend. Like, I'm your girlfriend. But she is his friend. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, she's still your friend. But, like, to the world and the recognition that she wants to be perceived that way.
Yeah, but see how that is, like I understand, you know, like I understand we're like complicated beings and we're heavily like programmed to think and feel like a lot of things. So like I understand it's not just easy for everyone to wake up one day and be like, oh, like we're not gonna have labels and attachments and you know things like that. But it's just insane to me that she could even be upset about that. Like, you know, he introduced her as a friend and automatically, like, I'm assuming her brain went to like a negative space because she was like, why did you introduce me as a friend? Like, I'm your girlfriend. Like, we're trying to hide something. Like, why would you say that? Like, do you not want people to, you know what I mean? Like, it's like that spiral where it's like, when she could have easily just like laughed about it or just like not put that much thought into it. Just like, yeah, like I'm the kind of person that like, if that would have happened to me, I would have been like, yeah, he's friend zoned. Like, continue the joke. You know what I mean? Like, it's just funny as fuck. You know what I mean?
You know what's so crazy? You literally just described the Barbie movie.
Yeah.
Everything you just said, that's literally the Barbie movie.
Yeah, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's sweet. 10-10.
10-10.
Yeah,
watch it, guys. Not sponsored by Barbie.
Not sponsored. Not yet.
Maybe one day.
Oh my God, I would die.
I think it'd be amazing.
Oh my gosh, I would, little me would literally go nuts.
And you love pink, right? Yeah.
I do.
Did you wear pink to the movie?
No, because I was at the DMV with my little brother and he was like, it's too long. Let's go to the movies. Like the line. Oh. And I was like, okay. And then we just went to the movies. And I was upset. And everyone who was wearing pink, I was like, look, they're going into our theater. It was like at 2 p.m. too. And the theater was packed.
Interesting. Which
was weird. Actually, the entire mall was packed. Actually, speaking of the mall, there was a robbery. Did you see the video at Ontario Mills?
No. From what store?
Like at the mall. I'm not sure. But look at this video.
I'm surprised.
Really? I'm not. Ontario Mills is.
I didn't.
Questionable. Where the hell is it? Oh, look. I mean, it doesn't show like a lot, but it just shows everybody running.
But why is everyone like, did they shoot up?
I think they thought it was like a shooter. Look at the guy in the wheelchair. Nobody helped him and he was all panicking. That's sad. There's been a shooting, I think, at Ontario already, though.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Or I think it was like a supposed shooting and it would just turned out to be like, it was like a shooting, but not a mass shooting. It was like between fights. Oh, okay. And someone pulled out a gun.
Oh, so it's not directed at like the people?
No.
Yeah.
What would you do if you were in a shooting and like at the mall? Like, would you run out or would you try to hide?
I feel like I would freeze, to be honest.
Really? You think you would freeze in a moment of like stress like that? Like when, like a scenario like that?
Because I feel like my brain would be struggling between like it's not that serious and like it's serious, so I would just like freeze.
Really? Mm-hmm. You don't think your fight or flight mode would activate?
I feel like the only way would is if I hear like heavy gunshots.
What if you have your son?
If I hear heavy gunshots, I probably would run. But if I didn't hear any gunshots, I probably wouldn't run.
Damn. Yeah, you need to work on your survival skills. You need to get the fuck out of there.
I would actually hide in like a store.
You would walk.
And then I would steal when everyone left. When everyone left.
What a great idea.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is survival of the fittest.
Oh my God. Did you go to like what's that shit? Black Friday? Like, would you go to those?
I think I've only gone to Black Friday like twice in my life, to be honest.
I remember when it was like actually in La Madrugada before they turned it into literally Black Thursday as well. And people would steal from cars because people would go put their bags in the car and then go back and shop more, and then people would break into the cars. That's crazy, huh?
Think smarter, not harder.
I know, right?
That's actually kind of
I'm just
smart.
giving you some tips right now, since
Anyone listening,
since you guys like to steal.
That's funny. That's crazy.
I hate stealing.
Yeah, ever since I got caught stealing as a youngin'.
How old were you?
I was 14 when I got caught stealing.
Damn.
At Kohl's. No, Kmart. Wait,
what'd you get?
Was it Kmart? It might have been Kmart. I don't remember. It was either Kohl's or Kmart, one of those two. Bunch of makeup. I literally had money on me. Like, there was no reason for me to steal.
Were you embarrassed? Or what did you feel like? How'd you get caught?
They just had the cameras, and we were walking out, and the security was like, "Ladies, come here." And we were like, "Oop." We could have ran. I don't know why we didn't. We just went back. We're like, dumb bitches. Yeah, I'm telling you.
I stole from Disneyland once and I got caught, and it was embarrassing.
Really?
And it was a pencil. I know. It was so stupid. Well, to be fair, my friend got caught and I was with him, so they checked me too.
And you had one on you?
I had a one pencil, yeah.
Oh my God. And did you get kicked out of Disneyland?
Well, it was already closing.
Oh.
So
but
like,
they did kick
get
you
out of here. It was actually in when I went to Disneyland in France with my friends, and we got caught over there. And I didn't feel that bad because I was like, whatever. Like, the French steal all the time. Like, there's pickpocketers everywhere here. So I didn't feel that bad, but I was a little embarrassed. At least it was in the end, though, because if I would have gotten kicked out, I would have been mad. And over there, they dress. Oh, I don't know if they do that here too, but they dress up as like guests.
They do that here too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. I don't steal here. Only in other countries.
Yeah. No, yeah. And ever since then, like, I will not, like, I'm like, I have stole since then. But
like little stuff.
I feel incredibly guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And I only steal at self-checkout.
Oh, okay,
I'll just, like, forget to scan something.
That's fair, though. And that's corporate America, so who cares?
Yeah, that's why I don't feel that bad.
Yeah.
But I do feel bad, though. Like, it's kind of like that. I don't feel bad for stealing, but, like, it's, like, more of, like, that traumatizing feeling of, like, getting caught and, like, everything, like, the shittiness of, like, that whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
It's, like, my body fears experiencing that again. So it's, like, more of that fear of that happening is what I feel when I steal. I
guess Target, like, they don't catch you right away, but they'll start building up a case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's insane. So maybe I should stop.
You do I'm like, you do it often? I hate self-checkout. I hate anything that has to do with less human interaction, though. Like, today when I got to the theaters, my brother was like, buy them online. And I was like, no, I want to walk up there. And then it was a mistake because they had a bunch of technical difficulties.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that was annoying. But, like, even at Target, like, I try not to go to self-checkout. I'll go to, like, the cashier.
Mind.
Because I'm like, why am I going to scan my own shit when somebody else can scan it for me?
At my new job, I feel like when I'm working, I feel like I'm playing a game. Like, those games where you, like, have to make a burger and, like, you have to make it really fast or else the customers get angry. And
I love those games, like Diner Dash.
Yeah, Diner Dash. I feel like
I
literally feel like I'm playing Diner Dash. It's so fun. Yeah, sometimes, like, I'm like, oh my God, like, this is the game.
Oh, yo, what level am I at?
I would be in, like, level 2. Honestly, I suck.
You think so?
I'm learning.
Yeah, you just started.
I just started, and I don't have experience, so
exactly.
I feel like I don't suck. I'm slow. I don't try to, because I'm barely, like, getting the hang of having trays and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I move very slowly.
Oh, I hated using a tray.
Yeah.
Especially in the restaurant, because I'd have the drinks and I'd be like, who had the Coke? And the people are like, and I'm like, and then I just set it down. They're like, oh, I had the Coke. Oh my God, that shit would piss me off. Or you had like a hot ass plate.
Yeah.
You're like, who got this? And everyone's just like looking around. Yeah, the Nelk boys interviewed Andrew Shultz, and then but they were just so disrespectful. One, I honest to God find it shocking that they don't know who he is or know anything about him. But yeah, they were just being really disrespectful. That's like if not a random, but like we had a guest.
What was this? Like were they being like, oh, what do you do? Or like what was like, what exactly?
In a sense, and also they just didn't prepare any topics. Like they weren't really directing the conversation anywhere. Literally like a live action of the Bobbi interviews, except it was genuinely like.
Do you think maybe that's what like they were going for, like the vibe, like they were trying to be like a Bobbi interview type, but it just kind of backfired?
No, I just don't think they did any research. I think they just got him on because of the big name.
Yeah.
But I also think like if you're gonna get somebody, one, that's that big, and two, that you're inviting, you should at least go on their Instagram. Like you don't even have to do that much research.
A Google search. Yeah.
That's like if we went on someone's podcast and they're like, wait, what do you guys do?
Yeah.
And they like even started asking him like stupid ass questions like because he's a comedian, like, oh, like do you like pretty much like do you banter like with your audience, like would you call someone out in your audience, because he was calling them out. And he was like, yeah, like essentially that's what comedians do, you know, like they interact with their audience.
That's interesting. I'm gonna watch it now because I've seen the Nelk boys, their videos are funny, like they're like they do like pranks and like skits and like their videos are meant to be like comedy in a sense. And they own, I don't know if you've heard of the seltzer like Happy Dad. It's like a big seltzer. They own it. It's theirs. Yeah, so I'm actually kind of surprised because like I don't know, like I've always liked them, like their videos and stuff. So I'm kind of shocked.
Well, I think one of them wasn't on there, and he asks, he's like, is he normally the one who like leads? And everyone was like, why are you saying that? Like, why are you saying that? And he was just like, well, I'm just confused as to how you guys do this.
Yeah.
And I think he started kind of calling him out, and the guy started getting like offended about it. But I'm like, I don't know. I was honestly just uncomfortable because I can't imagine someone coming on here and us doing that to them.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean?
Like, no, there's no way.
Like that just seems like you really don't have to do that much research. Just kind of, what do you do? Oh, okay, I can just ask questions directed towards that.
That's why I'm wondering, like, was it like, probably not, but like that's why I'm like, damn, like was it maybe like they were trying to be like, you know, like that Bobby kind of interview style?
I really don't. I think when you watch it, I think when you watch it, you're gonna see like they weren't. And he talks about it, like he talks about it after too, like on his own podcast. He says that it was just like really weird.
Way. Oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, because they're pretty big. Like they've had other famous people like on their pod, you know, like they're. So I'm surprised.
I honestly had never heard of them.
Really? Yeah, they're pretty big on YouTube. It's kind of like, remember like when MagCon boys were like a thing?
No.
It's just pretty much
I was on a different side of YouTube.
Yeah. Well, it's just pretty much, but you know what like the MagCon boys were?
No.
Okay. Well, it's just like pretty much it's just like they're just like famous people like
David
YouTube.
Dobrik kind of style?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it sucks for them because
that's tough.
After that's like a tough thing to come back from.
That's tough, yeah. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be doing just fine though. Like no one's gonna give a fuck.
You think so? Because even Jake Paul was like, "The fuck are you doing?"
Oh, I think it's gonna blow over. Didn't Jake Paul like film someone like committing like dying?
Yeah, but people change.
See what I mean? Yeah, like
he didn't film anyone dying.
Oh, like it was hanging like a hanging body. He posted that. Like,
oh my god,
people. That's what I'm saying. Like people come back from shit all the fucking time.
Sometimes though, because I saw this one girl. She had on camera, like somebody recorded her. She was like sexually assaulting this guy, and she tried really hard to come back.
That's insane. Like that's different.
Yeah, I mean it's not that different from recording someone hanging dead.
No, that is different because that one's just like you just happen to be filming someone like hanging like already dead, like as opposed to like literally like alive, like abusing someone like in video like that. I feel like that's different.
I feel like they're the same to me.
Yeah, we can agree to disagree. That's fine.
Because I don't know. Because it's not even like, oh, he was dead. Like it was a suicide forest.
Was he? Yeah. Was he? Did he like film it and talk about it? Because I watched the video.
I didn't watch the video either, but I know he went there with like the
intention to film. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like to me, it's the same because it's still violating.
I thought it was like he stumbled upon it.
No.
Oh,
like that forest is known as like the suicide forest. Okay, and he like went there. I think he also pretended that someone murdered him in front of his fans.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was pretty weird.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like that's mad fucking weird. And it took him years, right? Because he didn't come back right away. He like literally took a break for years.
And I think he like directed his career elsewhere. Like he started boxing and stuff, right?
Like
I can never
MMA.
tell which one's which. Do they both fight?
Yeah, they both do MMA. I think.
Okay.
I think one of them already stopped. I think. I don't know. Don't fucking quote me.
I know. Sorry,
I don't keep up with them. No, but yeah, I'm telling you, like it's odd. Like I'm not saying that people can't redeem themselves. You know what I mean? But people like come back from shit like that all the time. And I mean, and in this case, it was just a terrible fucking interview. You know, it's not like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
I don't know. I always wonder too. I'm like, is there gonna be a moment where we're gonna get canceled?
I don't know.
Not that I'm scared, because whatever.
I mean, and we do edit this before it goes out. It's not like we're live.
No, but we never say like fucked
I'm
up
just like,
stuff like that.
I'm like, not just like, no.
I don't think we've ever said something that where I would be like, oh my God.
I don't think so.
If anything, it's more of like we stumble on our words and they come out in a way where someone could interpret it incorrectly.
Yeah. And I feel like you and I do a good job like behind the scenes of like, even if we don't post it, you'll be like, oh, like I don't think you could say that anymore, or you know, or we're like, oh, like
calling each other out.
You know, like we like tell each other like how it is, and like we learn and like we grow from like things, you know.
I do think that's why I don't like cancel culture, just because if you cancel someone, how are they supposed to redeem themselves?
Exactly.
You're right.
100%.
Well, we'll see. I wonder what they're gonna say about it. You know, once they put their own version out, how they're gonna defend it.
The Nelk boys?
Yeah.
Oh. Or
Like,
maybe they could just pull like a McKayla. Remember how like the whole like mascara scandal? And she didn't say not one thing, and she's already back.
It?
Yeah. And she's just like back on her jolly shit. Like it never happened.
That is so true. I forgot about her.
That's why I'm saying like people like create fusses, and then I feel like it's like the feeding into it that makes it keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I think honestly McKayla did an amazing job. Like she was literally getting bashed over a mascara review, and I understand
she put lashes on her.
Yeah, right? And I understand the concept of like being like giving honest reviews, you know, because people that are watching you buy the shit that you promote. So, like I understand that, but at the same time, like, bro, it's a she's in her bag. Like, you're telling me if someone offered you like $500,000 for an ad, you wouldn't fucking do it? Yeah. Like, bitch, anyone would do it. Anyone that says I wouldn't is lying. And like to like criticize her so strongly the way they were doing over that was fucking insane to me. I think it was uncalled for, and I think that like people were like getting on their high horse, like talking shit to her over like something so fucking retarded in my eyes. And I just feel like the people that were talking crap about her were like worse off in my eyes
than what she had done.
Yeah, because it's like, bro, like she's not hurting anyone. Like if you see that if she's wearing lashes in the fucking thing, then you can deduce, okay, this is probably not how it's gonna look. Don't buy it. That's it. Don't fucking buy it. She's not putting a gun to your head being like, buy this fucking mascara. You know what I mean? It's like so fucking out of pocket to me, like the way people get like worked up on the internet.
And it just takes like one person to encourage others.
Yeah, and she literally never spoke about it and just went on her shit like back.
That's funny.
Literally, and she's doing great. Like,
that's how I handle real life scenarios.
That's how I would handle like a scandal if it happened to us, to be honest. I would just not address it. Ever.
I don't know what I would do. I think it depends. Was it you or was it me?
Or was it
I think the better
question is I think the better question is, what did we do? Because if it was something small, like dumb, I would just not address it. But obviously if it was like a big thing, I would, you know, like the mascara thing was stupid. I would not address it.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's what I'm saying. Like the Nelk boys, they have to.
Did they?
Because I think it also just sucks for them, because how is anyone else going to want to go on their podcast after that?
For the exposure. I don't think people are thinking about it that deeply.
I think you guys are just bad people. You're not. That's it right there.
That's it, guys. That's all we have for you guys. Like literally, this is all we have to give. Thank you, besties, for joining us on this other beautiful episode that we just are making for you guys. If you guys are wondering why I'm wearing glasses, I literally just got back from the beach. I was there all fucking day and I am exhausted and I look like terrible crap. So I just had to have these on so it could be bearable for you beautiful viewers that are watching us on YouTube. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Thank you for supporting. Leave a comment, like the video, share it with your friends, with your grandma, your mom, anybody in your life that just wants a little laugh or whatever.
A little giggle.
Little giggle. Mm-hmm.
Thank you, besties. Love you.
Bye.